Good morning, everyone. First thing I want to do is just say gratitude for being here today, and to say thank you for McTimony for having this event for everybody to be at. So I feel honored to be on stage today to talk to you about a film on chiropractic, and something to me is how can we get more advocates into this profession? So the title of the talk is Communicating Subluxation, the Power of a Chiropractic Advocate. Now, I can tell you from my experiences that advocacy is something that this profession needs more of. Yes or yes? Mm-hmm. So if we get more people that are fired up about chiropractic out there that are doing the message and spreading the big idea, then we're going to get to more people. Yes or yes? And we all know that the chiropractor and the staff are already working their tails off to get more people healthy. So when we consider sending the chiropractor out to do the work for marketing, or send out the staff or the CA or the office manager to do the work for the chiropractic marketing, I would say, in my opinion, that's a little much. So if we can turn the tide to get more people out there spreading the big idea, we're going to get more people healthy, correct? So those words have a lot of weight for me. Power is a massive word. Chiropractic is powerful. Chiropractic with one adjustment can change the course of somebody's life. Yes or yes? Awesome. So a chiropractic advocate is someone that goes out and communicates the message of chiropractic to the people and gets more people under care. So it's really about telling the chiropractic story. And what I've done for my professional life is I became a journalist and a marketer, and something that I had to figure out for myself is, what do I love? What is my bliss? What gets me going in the day to make sure that I feel like putting my feet on the earth and going out there and making a change in this world? Well, that message to me was chiropractic. I got under care when I was 16 years old after an injury playing high school football. Now, I don't come from a wealth of money. So my mother told me to go over to Palmer, which is the chiropractic college where I'm from. I'm from Davenport, Iowa. So my mother sent me over to Palmer College to get some x-rays on my shoulder. I didn't know when I was 16 years old that the man today that's 38 years old in front of you was going to have such a profound impact because of a chiropractic adjustment. But as I searched for the answers for myself, and as I searched for the answers for everyone else, I didn't come up with anything else I wanted to dedicate my life to, except for chiropractic. And I get this question quite often: Jim Chester, why aren't you a chiropractor? Well, that's what you guys are. And you know what? I'm a storyteller. I'm an advocate. I'm somebody that goes out into the community and finds people, brings them into practices, and lets the doctor change their life. Don't you think that's important? Yeah. So when I was soul searching and digging deep down inside of me, I was like, what can I contribute to this world to make it a better place? Well, I started understanding the science of what you guys do. How you can change somebody's life with one chiropractic adjustment, like it did for me. At that point, I came up with this. If people know or knew what you know, then they would do what you know. The problem is more people don't know what you know. That's the problem. And I have a quick exercise I'm going to ask everybody to do. I want to show of hands who's been adjusted today. How about this week? How about this past month? How about the past 6 months? Okay, so every hand in this room went up. Now, I think it's important that we all get checked and adjusted regularly. And that's the truth in this room. But now I want to see a show of hands. Who thinks the UK is healthy? Gotcha. So that's a problem. So we live very congruently with our message of chiropractic because we understand how it can change our lives. We understand the power of a chiropractic adjustment and how it can actually make an impact on our lives. But we don't agree that the people in the UK or we do agree that the people in the UK are not healthy. Don't you think that it would be great to get the message out to more people to where we can get the chiropractic profession to actually start growing more and get more people under care? Well, I find that is essential. I find it's essential to give people a chance for better health. And that's really what chiropractic does for people. But it's a very misunderstood profession. And we talk about, these big terminologies like subluxation. We talk about things of that nature, things of innate intelligence, things that some of the schools don't even want people to talk about anymore. It blows my mind. It literally puts me aside and says, so B.J. Palmer and D.D. Palmer, the founders of chiropractic, came up with the idea of chiropractic, and they came up with these ideas of subluxation and innate intelligence, and people can't even speak on that. We don't even support that almost. I mean, there are supporters, obviously, but it's growing to the point where it's becoming less and less common. I had a great opportunity to go down to Mexico last month to show the film to 2 chiropractic colleges down there. And I had a very heart-to-heart conversation with the president of the University of Veracruz. And I don't speak Spanish, so I had an interpreter. But while I was there, I had the opportunity to speak with Roberto. And I said, Roberto, 2 things that are essential to keeping chiropractic what it is today. We can't take subluxation out of the vernacular of the profession, and we can't take innate intelligence out of it. If we do that, we might as well sell it out. We might as well sell it out and call ourselves something else. You guys can call yourselves whatever, but if you take those things out of chiropractic, I see it as a layperson as we're taking chiropractic out of chiropractic. So we need more people to know what we know so they can do what we know. So this is an important word within my talk, power. The capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. So what that means to me with power is now we have the ability to influence people to take action. So if we can take the power of chiropractic and turn people's lights on to where they stay on until they get checked next and get adjusted next, then we have the power to change the course of humanity. We have the power to change the course of how people think about health. We have the power to change the way that people thrive. And from my experience, I'm a chiropractic marketer. I go out to the public. I find people who don't know what chiropractic is, have misconceptions of what chiropractic is, and I have to retune them to understand what chiropractic can do for them. So when that happens, you become an advocate. You become somebody on the front line in the trenches for the chiropractic message. Is that challenging? I'm sure all of you have some level of challenge when it comes to communicating chiropractic to people. So just imagine the marketer, the guy who's not the chiropractor, that's out there under a booth at a farmer's market, inside of the public, and out there standing on the front line saying, do you guys have a family chiropractor? Who's taking care of your spine? What are you doing for your health? I'm asking these questions to people I've never met before. I'm putting myself in a very vulnerable position going out there into the community and expressing what my knowledge is on the profession that I love, which is chiropractic. So that's powerful. When we can take a message and get it to the people that need the message of chiropractic, that means that maybe one day I'll come here and say, who thinks that the UK is healthy? And I get everybody's hand up. Because that is what we want, right? We want a healthy population out there that are getting adjusted and checked regularly. So, I'm sure you guys know this motto. It's my motto too. Keep smiling. Why wouldn't we? We have the greatest potential on planet Earth to change the direction of the healthcare system. Chiropractic, it's an old terminology, but we all make our own association for what it means to us, because when you understand the message of chiropractic, you're going to say that into a communication style that you think that people are going to be able to understand. So when you understand that chiropractic comes from the Greek words done by hand, I know we've advanced in some of our techniques and some of our philosophies. I know there's more people out there that are doing instrument adjusting. I know there's more people out there that are doing light touch, biomechanical adjusting, and I love it. I think it's important. But when people don't understand that the root level of chiropractic is done by hand, that means we're moving further away. I don't judge anybody for how they take care of their patient base or their practice members' patient base, but we need to go back to the idea of where the foundation of chiropractic comes from. And I don't live in your body, I don't live in that person's body, but I do know when people are getting checked and adjusted regularly, they have a better chance at being healthy long term. So that takes us to this amazing word, subluxation. Subluxation is a misalignment of the vertebrae and regarded in the chiropractic theory as a cause of many health problems. So once we remove the subluxation from somebody's spinal column, what we're doing is aligning the spine to a position that the body can start functioning properly, taking the pressure off the nerve, allowing the body to flow as it should so it can heal. Because as chiropractors, we've all, you think that the body heals from inside out. I do too. But most people think that it's an outside-in perspective. But lay people never will understand it until we tell them that it's about the inside out. So this gets me to the advocate. A person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. Well, that's me. I'm the advocate. I have a powerful message. And I think that if we all come together and get more people out there that are becoming chiropractic advocates and practice representatives, we're going to change the course of action for how people actually take care of themselves. I say this almost every day. It's my tagline for my email. What I do today is important is because I'm exchanging a day of my life for it. I hope that resonates with everybody, because if we know what we can do, then we should be thrilled to be able to live with purpose. And we should be fired up to be able to go out there and to do our best for ourselves by knowing that we're dedicating our life to today. If we dedicate ourselves just a little bit more, one of my little clauses is when I talk to people is, give me 2% more. Just give me 2% more. Because if you ask somebody to give 2% more of their ability, what are they going to do? They're going to overachieve. They're going to give you maybe 50. They're going to blast through the doors at 100% maybe. So we have to start with the low barrier of entry. But if we do that, then we are achieving greatness. I'm sure you guys know the goal. You guys are all chiropractors. But my goal as a marketer is one that deals in the market, specifically one that promotes or sells a product or service. And I know that my time is running a little bit low, so I'm going to just kind of speed through the next couple slides. That's me, director of chiropractic, the documentary. That's me interviewing a young girl about why she goes to the chiropractor. And that's another part of the story, is communicating. Communicating, the act of using words, sounds, signs, or behaviors to express or exchange information or to express your ideas. That's what chiropractors are doing. But we don't have people from the outside doing this for us. So if we can create more chiropractic representatives outside in the community, which will be our golden goose for growth of this profession, then we are actually going to grow the profession. And from my memory, I think we see between 2 to 10% of the world's population. And if you ask me, we have work to do. So we need to communicate more, and that's why we made the film. Because we need a system that can educate people on something that they like, which most people like documentaries, most people like movies. So if we can put it on a platform to where people can get the information easier, now we have something that's going to be digestible, and everybody's going to go home and watch it on iTunes, they're going to watch it on Amazon Prime, or they're going to watch it on Google Play, because those are the platforms that we're streaming on now. So that's pretty cool, right? So more people that are interested in documentaries and films are going to come across Chiropractic, the documentary. So you guys probably know this BJ statement about selling, serving, and within the law, without the law. But my first year as a chiropractic marketer, screener, I created 1,000 new chiropractic patients. 70% of them showed to their first visit. That's 700 people that got the message of chiropractic because I got out of my own way and I started serving big. I had a message that I knew that people needed. And I think I'm about 1,700 right now after 22 months of doing chiropractic marketing. And that's meeting people just like the person that's never heard about chiropractic in their life and going out there and asking them, who's your family chiropractor? And getting rejection after rejection after rejection. But I don't give up. And I took the film home to my mom over Thanksgiving, and I showed her the film, I showed it to my family, and I made an impact on my family. Those are the hardest people to reach. You probably would know that too. The people that we love the most are hard to make influence over. I got this text message. We all are inspired by your film. Try to watch our health. And Pat, my mother, is going back to Palmer. So nice going. That's from my cousin to me. You'll be happy to hear Mom is at Palmer getting adjusted right now. I said, fantastic. So the communication is right there. I have 2 more slides. That's my mom. I love her with all my heart. I phoned her last night and I spoke to her and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm over in Europe. She goes, well, are you helping the chiropractors again? I said, of course I am, Mom. You know it's my life. So your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card, and how you leave others feeling after having an experience with you becomes your trademark. So hopefully you guys get to know me a little bit by my talk today, and you know me now, you can learn to like me, and you will trust me to help be an ambassador for your profession. And this is the last slide. Chiropractic, the documentary sponsors and affiliates. These are the chiropractic colleges who have supported us on this journey. These are the media influences that have reached out to me and have now, if you search for any of these places, you can go and see a podcast that I've done or an interview that I've done. And these are the chiropractic organizations that have supported me. It's been a 4-year journey for us to make this film and to bring it to the people. If you guys want any more information about the film or how I can help you, please reach out to me. My email address is jamestchester@gmail.com. If you want to phone me, it's 720-940-8207. And if you guys want to chat with me at all over the weekend, I'd love to be your trusted resource. Thank you.
How do you feel?
Well, I wish they had asked me if they could check my heart rate and my blood pressure because I was really amped up about going up there to speak. I believe I went over just by about 2 minutes, but I cut down a talk from an hour into a 15-minute period. So I believe that I made an impact with the audience, and I think that people understand now the importance of what we have done and how we're affecting lives.
Good job.